Joining me now from Berkeley, California is Mei Zhang. She is the founder of WildChina, an award-winning travel company, and she's also the author of Travels Through Dali with a Leg of Ham. Mei, great to see you again.
Great to see you too. Thanks for having me.
So we have the Dragon Boat Festival weekend coinciding with Culture and Natural Heritage Day this year. What kind of numbers are you anticipating? What does travel look like right now inside of China?
China's still huge numbers, as you can imagine. But I would say for Dragon Boat Festival, because it comes right after the May 1st holiday, during which 265 million trips were taken, I think the consumers and travelers in China have sensed that it may not be that great an idea to go off on the road again. So you're seeing a little bit of cooling off compared to May 1st holiday. But compared to 2019, it's still, as the previous segment said, it's still double-digit growth.
So would you say that the travel industry is back to normal in China?
No, well, domestic travel is very much back to normal and even more. However, cross-border travel, Chinese travelers cannot leave China and international travelers still cannot enter China for leisure purposes. So domestic travel, yes, but international travel, no.
We just heard about the rise of red tourism in China. What are some of the hot travel destinations inside the country, especially among the domestic travelers you just spoke about?
I think, COVID is such a tragedy for the world, but for Chinese tourism, particularly remote parts of China, it has been an opportunity because Chinese travelers really took the past year to explore domestically versus before they would probably have opted to go to Europe and America during such a longer period of holiday time. And so some of these unknown places previously are now becoming very, very popular. One of the sites is Qinghai, Aiya, and this is a place that looked most like Mars. I personally have not been there, and the Tibetan areas in western Sichuan, and this newest archaeological dig called Sanxingdui near Chengdu are all seeing tremendous growth. I think the one in Qinghai saw 64 times growth. Bear in mind, they start from a very small base. But that is to say, these remote and unknown places are now finding their opportunity to be on stage.
Are the new COVID clusters that we're seeing in the south of the country, like in Guangdong province, having any impact at all on travel in that region?
Yes, you put it perfectly. People are a bit wary and they are used to seeing these clusters popping up and here and there. So on large scale, it does not impact, it does not slow down the country from traveling. But locally in Guangdong area, travel is slowed down, paused, a lot more scrutiny and quarantine procedures are in place. So yes. But it's a local impact.
I know we were just speaking about the inability to travel inside and out of China across borders, but what are you hearing from people and what are they hoping to do once things start to ease up? I know that we are seeing some easing in Europe, so there's a lot of restrictions for people going in and out of there. But when it comes to some of the folks that you deal with, what are they saying to you?
I think a couple of things. One is the desire to travel internationally is there. It's insatiable. They really, really want to go. But it's dependent on three things. One is how the pandemic is treated and whether it is under control at the destination. Two is whether they can travel there and return without being asked to quarantine. And that actually right now is the biggest hurdle. And three is the vaccine passport, whether Chinese vaccine is freely accepted internationally, vice versa. So because of these concerns, they are taking a wait and see approach, even though they really want to go.
All great things to remember, especially now. Mei Zhang, always great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us.